that everyone is well and have had a positive and eventful 888 Lionsgate. Before I start the cards, I'd like to talk about the energies that I'm picking up on, that I'm feeling at this time. Today has been a lot of rearranging, a lot of adjustments have had to be made, and I feel like that's the key word for this 8-8 portal, Lionsgate portal. I feel as if we're being asked or being requested to adjust ourselves, our heart, to adjust to the earth, the frequencies of the earth. Yeah, so that's the key word that I've got right now, is it's time to adjust. Now, the cards that I'm going to use, I didn't show you last time, but the cards that I'm going to use are the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. And let's use those first. Yeah, let's use these first. And we're asking about the Lionsgate, 8-8 Lionsgate. And we have wisdom. Wisdom. 8-8 Lionsgate. What are the energies that we're working with at this time? What is for our highest good and the highest good of the collective? Wisdom around deception and envy. Let's carry on. 8-8 portal. What's the messages? Okay. So we have wisdom, inner wisdom, the Hierophant. We have deception and envy, and we have spiritual strength. Okay. And this that I'm holding, guys, is a calcite crystal. Energetically, it is a sunstone. So I am just holding this in support of the reading right now. Okay. The Hierophant. Is it the Hierophant? Okay. Scrap that at the moment, because I'm just being told, just look at the card and look at what you're being shown. And what I'm being shown is that the inner wisdom is the light, is your own light, is your own guidance to yourself. I feel like this deception of the mind is what we do to ourselves, and we're being asked to have a look, and it is time to adjust this. There's light coming in. The wisdom is yours. The light, the wisdom, the consciousness that is coming in from the sun at this time is assisting us in getting to getting to know, getting to be aware of our shadow aspects. I feel like this is a continuation of the reading that I did a few days ago, guys, in regards to our minds, our thinking, whether this is a deception of self or a deception of somebody else. And to be quite honest with you, if you are experiencing any deception from outside of yourself, it is a reflection of the deception that you do to yourself. Everything is a mirror. So this is about our own deception, our own shadow, and the wisdom and the consciousness coming in from the light of the sun, of the 8-8, is going to bring all of this to our attention, to our awareness, which will then allow us to make adjustments, the spiritual adjustments, which will allow us to strengthen our core, our hearts. Yeah. I also feel, guys, that this is very much connected to Sirius. There is a Sirius wisdom, the star system Sirius, the dog star. The mothers are coming in to assist us with this particular wisdom that we need to acquire or need to understand in order to see how it is that we are deceiving ourselves and blocking this spiritual elevation, the spiritual strength that is available to us right now. The next set of cards that I'm going to use to support this is the Ascension cards by Doreen Cooper. And we're going to ask the Ascension beings who is assisting us with acquiring this wisdom, understanding this wisdom, or being able to use this wisdom in a productive way to understand our own mental chatter, being envy of other people or what other people have that we think that we don't have. Let's have a look. Who? Kuan Yin. And the card says, I'll leave it there for you to read for a second. Can you see that? Is the light shining? Can you see that? I'll read it. It says, number 43, Kuan Yin is the master of the 12th ray of unconditional love. She radiates a vibrant, chrysalis pink light of divine feminine love and compassion. Kuan Yin is re-empowering women everywhere and bringing forward feminine wisdom in men. She is inviting you to develop your divine feminine qualities, including your abilities. Find ways to nurture and empower others and yourself. Give yourself permission to go with the flow and share with everyone for the highest good. This will be subtle effects. This will subtly affect your stellar gateway chakra and build a bridge to source. The affirmation is, I act from my divine feminine wisdom. There you go, guys. As I said, there is a Sirius consciousness, a star system. There is a consciousness coming in from the star system Sirius. And this is assisting us in acting from, as the card says, from your divine feminine wisdom to understand and see yourself in your truth. There is deception that we hold within ourselves, for ourselves. There is envy that we hold for the other and what we think others can do or have that we think that we don't have. And we're being guided, assisted by Kuan Yin in giving ourselves and others unconditional love, to be able to see this in its true form. Don't know if you can see that. Deception and envy. Okay. What other consciousness do we have assisting us at this time for this 8-8 portal? That's too many. Please. I'd really just prefer one more. Please. One more. One more. Please, one more. One more. Okay, I'm going to take this. Pallas Athena, the goddess of truth and wisdom. She is the lord of karma for the fourth ray and holds the sword of truth to show humanity the way. Although she wields her sword for the highest ideal of divine truth, she prefers to use wisdom to settle disputes. Your guidance is to follow her example. See the higher perspective in all in all areas of conflict. Draw on your abundance of wisdom and tact to communicate with others, and use the sword of truth to point to the divine way forward. The affirmation, I use the sword of truth to lead the way. Guys, we are being given, we are being blessed, as I said, with the presence of the mothers. Pallas Athena, number 48, Kuan Yin, number 43, and they are both working from wisdom, truth, and unconditional love. I feel like I also want to talk about the riots that are happening now all over the world. And I feel as if this is part of what they're talking about, is seeing things from a higher perspective. If we use the two eyes alone that we have, then we will see things from a narrative that is being fed to us. And I feel as if we're being asked to take that which we think we know and speak to Pallas Athena. Take it higher. Speak to Pallas Athena about what is truth and what the wisdom is within that truth, the true wisdom. How do we discern? How do we see what's playing out in front of us, but understand that there are other things happening in other dimensions, other realities, which are necessary, things that are happening here that are necessary in order for humanity and the earth herself to release certain frequencies that are very old. And the only way that they can be released at this time is for them to play out, because that's what humanity has chosen. So I feel as if adjustments in how we see things, as I said, and discernment, unconditional love, guided to draw one more card from this pack. Right, I have 3 here, but I'm going to take from the top. And we have Saint Germain. Saint Germain, the Lord of Civilization, cooperates with Archangel Zachiel to communicate the lower energies of the world into the violet flame. He is the great alchemist, the magician, who transforms that which no longer serves into something beautiful and light. Your guidance is to invoke Saint Germain. Surround yourself in his violet light and see the divine perfection in whatever and whoever you wish to transform. Your pure intention and focus can co-create with his energy to make miracles happen. Use this to help yourself and to ascension. The affirmation: I believe in my ability to create miracles. Guys, this is the medicine to the poison of the world right now. This is the medicine. So I'm going to ask and suggest, as Saint Germain has come forward to assist us at this time, that you call on Saint Germain. If you are struggling with the current dynamics, energies, frequencies that are happening on the earth, surround yourself in the violet light. Surround yourself in the violet light with the pure intention to clear and recreate your environment, your emotions, your way of perceiving situations, your way of addressing situations, and transmute them. Transmute them and co-create with Saint Germain in creating the new earth. Miracles, magic, because it's possible. Thank you. Thank you, Kuan Yin. Thank you, Pallas Athena. And thank you, Saint Germain, for your presence and your assistance. Now, the cards that I will use next are the Crystal Oversoul New Earth Attunements by Michael Eastwood. Can you see that? And Margaret Ann Lembo. Beautiful deck. So the crystals that are assisting us in adjustment, the wisdom, the truth that we need to acquire, the working with the feminine energies at this time. The crystals that are going to assist us. Just one, please. Isis quartz. Now, guys, I'm going to read this out to you because these are energy cards. These are energy cards. And if you can get yourself comfortable, it will only take me a few minutes. Find a comfortable, relaxing seat or lay down and allow your mind to imagine and take you to somewhere that will assist you and bring about a healing and a transformation. The number is number 50. If you can look at that and close your eyes. as I guide you into the oversoul of the Isis crystal. The Isis crystal is number 50. The grid points that she has. Hold on, let me see if you can see that. See that? Okay, we'll have shown it to you already anyway. The grid points that she has 12 points. Her scent is sandalwood and frankincense. And the key word here is star child. The mandala of this oversoul has an exquisite geometry with numerous five-sided quartz points in a clear, defined and focused pattern. There are 6 paths running across the center, drawing attention and eye deep into the center. I hope you can see that, guys. Okay. Within the center, we find another inner circle that acts as the final threshold before we are welcomed into the inner sanctum. The outside of the mandala has its focus on nature, fertility, renewal, and growth. There are 12 beings that reflect this oversoul's consciousness. We will first encounter them whenever we approach its sacred being of light. The 12 beings have a luminous quality about them. Their silken white garments shimmering in the light. The edges of the garments are adorned with thick golden bands of delicate patterns of mandalas overlapping each other, creating a wave-like pattern. Our eyes are drawn along the napes of their necks, where we see beautiful necklaces comprising of pieces of fashioned quartz. Their wrists are gridded with delicate silk belts of the soft rose pink, on which are attached 12 nuts. These beings exert a powerful yet loving presence. As we approach, they look warmly towards us, sensing we feel that we are nervous in their company. The 12th part, to build a circle. As we step into the center of their formation, we feel how our energy levels begin to magnify. The beings speak. Beloved ones, close your eyes. Surrender to our care and guidance. We do as asked. The beings guide us with their presence of their light field towards the Isis quartz oversoul temple. Once we come closer, the temple reveals itself as a vast quartz complex with crystals pointing in all directions. We pick up heady scents of sandalwood and frankincense coming from out of the doors of the temple, with their warm aromas wafting along our way. The beings guide us towards the temple's doors. Five-sided quartz carvings. We look up at the door as we pass and discover within the center of each door panel are embossed 6-sided stars glowing as we pass, knowing we are there, noting our presence. When we enter the temple, the first thing that we become aware of is a vast mandala in the center of the floor, composed of what of what to us look like thousands of quartz points placed in perfect symmetry. The beings speak to us, beloved one. When you are ready, walk into the center of the mandala and take your rightful place in the middle. Adjust your body by breathing deeply. Relax and open yourself, no, sorry. Relax and open up towards your surroundings. Let yourself go. We walk across the mandala carefully without disturbing any of the crystals and come to stand in the vast heart of the circle. As we stand looking outwards, we see that there are 12 beings dressed in their beautiful white silk robes, all positioned in an evenly spaced around the outer edge of the circle. The beings raise their robes by holding them up in their arms either side. In the same moment, they start to call out. One by one, each adds a different call, yet heard together they build, sounding like one sound. To us, it sounds like ancient incantations, long forgotten and no longer used. The sacred sound seems to stir and awaken something within us, some long slumbered energy. We dare to follow them and open our mouth, finding that we too can make the call we are hearing. As we find and recite our call, we feel something working through us in our depths. At the same time, the deep, scented, headed smoke of sandalwood and frankincense wafts and fills our nostrils with its aroma. We feel an exhilaration that is new to us. It is then that we hear a voice inside our mind and heart, which we know to be Isis, quartz oversoul. Our child of the universe, you have overcome seemingly immeasurable adversities to be here. You have mastered the qualities of patience and perseverance. What was invisible to you will now become visible. What was unseen will now be seen. Unfold your radiant star child as another fragrance of your light body has now been brought home to you. Within, you find your voice codes, the incantations that were embodied deep within your being, protected until you would need them again. Your time has arrived. As these words take root within our consciousness, we know them to be true. We stand absorbing the consequences of what we have just heard and feel, knowing that we are more complete than we have ever been. We breathe deeply, knowing that a profound reconnection has taken place, which we will now need to process. Whew. I don't think I really need to say anything after that, other than if you get this message, you know who you are. You know who you are, and you will know what to do next. Thank you, Goddess Isis. And now I'm going to draw from the animal cards to see what assistance we have from the animal kingdom. These cards are transference healing cards by Alexis Cartwright, and they are animal cards, and the cards that we have is the frog. So I'm going to read to you what the book says about the frog and its importance to our ascension process at this time. The frog represents rejuvenation, and I'm going to tell you the key words. The frog, right, hold on guys. Right, I'm being guided to read. Okay, so I will. You could need replenishment. You could be tired, overloaded, frustrated, nervous, guilty, physically and emotionally depleted, generally unwell, and in need of a good downpour of tears or laughter to lighten your situation. Sometimes, through circumstances of daily life, you could find yourself in a position or a situation where you are vulnerable or impacted by negative energies. Guys, these are the energies that we've been talking about. This negative energy is just an accumulation of astral energy that has condensed themselves together in the astral plane from the residue of the memory of a traumatic event which is floating in the ethers. It could also be a collective culmination of stressful and angry emotions within a negative environment. Sometimes when you feel extra sensitive, vulnerable, or unwell, this energy can infiltrate your etheric field. Frog has come through to not only purify your physical body and consciousness, but also your etheric body or energy field, so you can revitalize and release any negativity that may be impacting you at this time. Frog replenishes your spirit, clears your mind, purifies your body, and harmonizes your soul, creating a deep feeling of harmony and inner peace. Frog calls in the rain to wash away the worries, clears negativities, and uplifts the spirit. It can it calls in the cleansing you need to heal and purify your emotions so that you can create an alchemical healing process within to generate healing process within your inner wisdom to generate overall wellness on your emotional and physical planes. If you have if you master if you master frog magic, it can allow you to appreciate the simplicities and beauties of nature, honoring each other, and especially care for and respect the natural environment in which you live. It allows you to use your sensitive nature, to help others develop their sensitivity and in turn show kindness towards others. Frog people resonate a hidden beauty and power and can become great healers, usually working with oils and vibrational essences. So, guys, I feel like it's all the same thing. This 8-8 portal has, or it has worked together with other energies that we have been working with to bring some stuff up to the surface that we now need to take higher in our understanding. because we are deceiving ourselves. Whatever it is that we've told ourselves about what it is that we are experiencing in the world at this time, there is a level of deception that we are telling ourselves. And also, there is a level of deception that the powers that should or be, or whatever you want to call them, those that think they're in power, are also deceiving us. So we are going to have to be discerning. Unconditional love for all, even the man that doesn't understand his behavior, what he's doing, why he's doing it. And I know this is not, I'm not going to say it's not easy. I'm going to say call on Kuan Yin. Call on Kuan Yin to assist you if you are finding it difficult to give unconditional love to yourself or to others. Call on Pallas Athena to give you guidance in knowing what the truth is and how to use that wisdom to lead, and guide people. I use the sword of truth to lead the way. Your star seeds, star children, it's time for us now to start to be in service, guys. The violet flame, the violet light, guys, use it. Use it. Call on Saint Germain and see, feel, however it is that you use your, or however it is that your gift of manifested for you. If you're not able to feel, then set the intention that the violet ray or violet light engulfs your whole being and moves through your etheric bodies to transmute any negative energies. The frog is here to assist us in purifying the negative energies that are being brought to the surface, that are being brought out of the darkness. The light that's coming through to the earth now is going into every crevice of darkness, and it is giving us wisdom. Wisdom in the darkness. The mother is the darkness, and she's forever, guys. Sharing with us her wisdom, her knowledge, her higher perspective of what it is that we're experiencing here. Isis. And this is for okay. I don't know how to pronounce that for the life of me, but you can see what it says. Your best, high quality. And at the back it says measuring stick. This symbol suggests strive for the best quality, whether in production of goods or in human relationships. Guys, we're being shown and asked to love each other, What we're going through right now is old energy that has to play out. It has to come to the surface to be transmuted, and we are being asked at this time to strive for the best in all that we do, whether that is making something, producing something, or within the relationships that we have with ourselves and with others. Strive for the best, guys, the best outcome, the highest outcome. And I want to go back to the original card. We are being given wisdom. This is the wisdom. Discern. Discern from what it is that you see, the chaos that you see around you, even the chaos that you probably feel within you. Nurture yourself and nurture the people that are around you. And if you can't nurture them, then send them love, send them the violet ray. Walk with your sword of truth and act from a place of divine feminine wisdom, which is to do your best in all that you do. Guys, I wish us all peace, love, prosperity. But what I wish you most of all is divine love. Enjoy.